Hello, Sandra here from AtelierVintageRose. Today I want to make a tutorial that was requested by Kimberly Scott and Becky White about my wishing wells that I designed in Silhouette Studio. I'm very nervous because I never did a tutorial before, so please bear with me. Um, I tried to make a template for you guys that you can print out. I will leave a link to the template in the description box below that you can print out, and you can either cut this out and use this as your template, or perhaps you can print on thicker paper, designer paper, and cut them out immediately with designer paper. I cannot print on designer paper, so I have to cut them out on regular cardstock first, and then dress it up with designer paper. If you print it out, just remind that you can choose either A4 or letter size. The A4 size will also print on the full page, and the letter size, will do that too. So that depends on the country where you are in. I'm in the Netherlands and we can only print on A4. So I know that America uses letter size, so I hope the file is made good enough that you can use both. Okay, so let's begin. The total measurements of the wishing well, that I made. English is not my native language, so sometimes I make mistakes in the language. I'm sorry for that. This one, the wishing well that I made, is approximately 2.5 inch width, and I thought it was 5.5 high. So that's in inches. In centimeters, that is about 13.5 centimeters high, a little bit more, and it's about 6.5 centimeters width. So that's the size of the wishing well. So you begin with folding these little tabs. You have to score this one. So this is number 1. You have to score that, and I fold the little tabs inwards. And I cut this out with my Silhouette machine, so it's already scored for me. And then you take your circle, this one, and you stick it down under the circle. So you glue the tabs in. Here is my little bag that I made for my little glue bottles. This is the one with tacky glue in it, and this is the one with fabric glue in it. And for the tutorial, I'm going to use fabric glue because that sticks a little bit quicker. So I just put some glue on every, can you see that? Perhaps I should do it like this. You can see it better. I put glue on every tab, and then I'm going to stick it down. Well, I'm starting with the beginning and hold it there, because it's important that the beginning is tight, so you can go on with the rest. And then I just push it under and hold it. I've got long nails from myself, so for me it's a little bit easier to hold, but you can use a pencil, or you can use something that that can hold it for you, or just your fingers. This is a patient job, so you cannot expect to, well, I'm a slow crafter, but you cannot expect to make this very, very quick, because it has to dry a little bit. As you can see, it will take time to glue good. So the first step is a little bit have patience with it. I made this with other people. I gave workshops with this, and well, everybody said you have to be patient with the first step. So that's a hint. Well, you have to stick it all around, and we'll be back if I did that. When you have reached the end of your gluing, what I do is I glue this one, oh, can you see that in black? I hope you can. This is the end, and I glue it here, and I glue it on the other side that was already sticky. So you have always a good closure for that. You just grip it together and hold it. And again, be patient with it because the glue has to dry. And the next one we're going to do is the one on top. So that's the circle with a round in it. So I'm going to glue that right on here. Whenever this sticks very well, wait for it. You can just flip it over and try to manipulate this once. If this doesn't stick enough, you can apply some glue under there and try to make it stick even better. So that's a bit of a process, but that's just the base. The rest is a little bit quicker, I think. So, but that's the thing with glue. I can't hot glue because I am not that handy with hot glue. I always burn my fingers, so I don't use hot glue for this. Then we can stick this one on, and the only thing I did was just put glue on the edge of the wishing well, and that's why these tiny bottles are very handy. Then you can just do a better job putting it just on the edge. But if you are handy with a big bottle of glue, it's as well, it's good as well. Then I just turn it around so I can see where I can put it. So it's a little bit in the middle. Shift it over, and I think this is it. So you let that dry. The next step is these 8 pillars, pilers, I don't know how you say that, but these 8 ones. I stick 4 of them together to make a sturdier one, and you do that twice, 4 of them together, and you have the poles, as I may say, for it. Oh, let it dry, Sandra. Let it dry. That's the most important thing, is that you let everything dry. So what I do is I just put my glue on them. Stick this one on. Pick it up and just make sure it's equal. And then you stick the other one on. As you can see, I'm not that handy, but I make it work. And if you go beside it with your fingers, you can manipulate it that it's the right fit. Last one for this one. Like this. This is how you do those. Sorry. Like this. Today it's very rainy and cloudy, so I hope you can still have a good view here. Okay, and then you do the other one also. The next step is these little squares that I have scored in the middle. So you score them in the middle, and then you fold them and you stick them down. So that's the scoring. Folding. And then you glue them in the inside. So sorry, glue them. And then you have two sturdy triangles. And again, the glue has to dry. So yeah, put on some music and enjoy your crafting experience, because it's a lot of gluing and it's a lot of patience waiting for things to dry. But well, that's crafting, isn't it? Just waiting and creating. So I will do the other one. I always score and fold them the other way, because then my paper doesn't crackle as much. So that's my way of doing it. I don't say it's the right way for every paper and for everyone, but that's my way to do it. So I'm gonna stick the other one down, and these are the ones that come up the poles, at the end of the poles. So that's this. I'm going to reinforce it one more time. Then I have this little mat. Everybody has a mat. You just place this on there, like in a square sort of way. And then you have these that will, well, the top is not matching, but if you match the upper end there, then you can place it on your mat. You can see, well, I want to be in the middle of this. So when I remove my fingers, you can see that this and this side on the sides of the pole will be the same size. I don't know if I can zoom in here. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better. So you have to make sure this is in the middle. And what you do is you stick some, you place some glue on there. I do it here as well, like so. Then I make sure this is aligned. I hold it. I put this one on there, as much on the top as I can, and place it as much in the middle as I can. And yet again, I let this dry. It's the most important step, to let everything dry. And then I'm going to do the same with the other one. Next step is you take your roof and you put the score line in the middle and you fold it a little bit, and then you flip it around, and on the back side you put two little stripes on marks on 5 and 1/8 inches from the side, and that is the same one of the notches that you see in the roof. That's the line. And then for about 3 inches, a little bit less than 3 inches, well, no, it's a lot less than 3 inches. Wait, sorry. It's 2.5 inch. So for 2.5 inch, you make a line there, like this. So you have two lines, and in centimeters, that is 1.5 centimeter, this piece, and in inches, it's 5 and 1/8 inches. And that's what you need for putting this on. Well, you have a choice. You can, I think my thing is on autofocus. I will put that off. Okay. You can see this side, the flat side, or you can see the other side, which is the side where you can see the pole. It's just whatever you like with it. I always do the flat side that is visible. So that with the flat side on the outside, you have to put some glue on one side of the triangle, like that, and you just put it on that mark against the middle of the roof. You just put it on the mark and you hold it. You hold it upright. and yet again let it dry for a while. That's why I use this fabric glue, because that sticks very quickly. I know that art glitter glue is sticking quickly too, so you can use that too. The normal tacky glue needs a little bit more time to dry, and then you leave it standing up. You take the other one again. I do the flat side on the outside, and I put glue on my triangle, on the edge of the triangle, and again I'm going to stick it down on that mark and hold it so it keeps standing up. And then the only thing you need to do now is glue the other sides of the triangles and fold down your roof. So as soon as that's a little bit dry, you can put glue on the other side. I hope that is visible. You have to do those together, because if you close it, then you cannot get the glue in there anymore. So you glue them in and you just fold this over, and because of those lines you can see whether it is a little bit straight, and then you have to hold it because glue needs to dry. So this is again a little bit of a waiting process. When your roof is dry, you can fit it in your wishing well like this, and then you will feel that it has a little give. So you have to fill it up. The outsides of the poles you have to fill up on the bottom. Sorry, with foam tape. I did that. This is 2 times a millimeter foam tape sticked on top of each other. So you have to make it a little bit thicker than the thinnest foam tape. But you can feel it when you put it in, and then you can feel whether that is enough to see on the side that it's straight. And now it is straight. So another side thing, if you want a scalloped edge, to decorate it with a scalloped edge, you have to do this now. Like here I made a scalloped edge. I made sure that this is the same with this one, and it fits around the top part of it. So you have to stick that down right now, because after you did the roof you cannot stick it down anymore. This one does not have a scalloped edge on it. Can you see that? No, it's just the base of my brown paper, and in this case I'm keeping it like this, I guess. I think. Am I? No, I'm gonna put the pink one on it. I'll be right back. Here it is on there. And for the roof, if you want to decorate the roof, I made these little shingle things that is just, I think it's 1/2 inch. Is it? Oh, it's 3/4 of an inch. No, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch width, and of depth. How do you say that? It's 3.5 wide. It's just as wide as your roof is. Yeah. And I made those, and I stick them on afterwards. I stick them on like that, and then you can decorate the roof, or you can just take one piece of designer paper like this and just put it on like that. So, well, we did this, wow, I don't know the word anymore. Well, we glued that on, and now we're gonna glue the roof inside the wishing well, and then it's actually finished, and you can dress it up in so many ways. I would like to see your kind of dress ups from the wishing wells. If you can tag me on AtelierVintageRose, if you did that, and if you place it on the social medias, can you please tag me in it so I can see it, what you made of it. It's in there, it's your wishing well, and well, the possibilities are endless, of course. Here is the finished wishing well, the pink one. I have stamped this on acetate so you can see it, and I decorated it with some poinsettias and a little birdhouse, some leaves, or branches actually, and these Christmas trees are glittered up. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but they are glittered. And here is the roof. And here I made a wreath, a little wreath, and some poinsettias. Poinsettias, I don't know how you say that correctly, but you know those flowers. And here is another Christmas tree glittered up. And then I made this little angel charm and hang it from the roof. So here is this one finished, and here was the other one from Christmas. So I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a reaction below the video so I can answer them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun creating. Bye bye.